Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm so pleased you could join us. I'm going to be working on a little bit of ephemera. I'm just getting that out just to glue on for my little journal I'm working on now. Where is it? It's a little mini, so this is my maximum page size that will be in it. I just cut this to size of the biggest page I was going for, so everything has got to fit into bits and bobs on this size or smaller. Now earlier I was messing about with an envelope and I cut the end off and I thought, oh, that'll make a really good, really strong pocket, but it's too big. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it and re-stick it, and we'll see how we like that, because I can put the end, let's flip the end over to where we want. That'll probably be about right, and yeah, I'll just stick this and then we'll see how we get along. So how are you all? I hope you're all well. Let's shake out this. Oh no, it might be alright. Just getting some glue in there, and it's a bit of a funny colour at the top. It comes out white eventually, or like creamy colour eventually, but where I stuck a pin in there because I lost the lid, it the pin's gone rusty. So the first bit of glue you have to take out because the glue's a bit rusty, but never mind. So I hope you are all very well at the moment. I'm just trimming this now to line it up a bit. So we've got a pocket that size, which will be nice and strong. So I want to do a bit of decoupage. Let's have a look. I had some little bits already here, yeah, over here. And where it's so little, I think a little pattern is going to be the one. I think everything else will be too big. So this is just what I was using on the last journal, and it just happened to be next to me, so I thought I'd have a little try. And so yeah, we'll use a bit of this one. I'll just see if there's a bit of something else as well, just for the fun of it. That's a small, I could use a bit of this. I do so love this one. Right, let's try and get a bit of that. I think I'll probably go with that one because it is really, really lovely. And yeah, maybe just a little bit of this dotted about. So let's see. Right, I need me knot podge and a brush. Oh, I can't undo it. Oh, that's it. Oh, I will have to eventually fish out whatever's floating in there. It's probably a bit of this, but still, I don't really want it floating around. But it's been in there. It's been in there for ages. I forget about it until it's time to use it, and then I think, oh, there's still that thing. But yeah, never mind. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing great. I'm not too bad. I'm feeling a lot better. This whole copper thing, I suppose if you watch a lot of YouTube channels, you're probably sick of hearing about this. But yeah, it is a little bit of a pain. I just had to go through this morning, and because I've set my channel to adult only content. I don't swear or anything like that on here, but yeah, I've set it to that because that seems to be the safest bet. However, I did have some videos obviously with Lily in, my granddaughter, if you're new, and yeah, I've had to go and set them as kid friendly, and from here in, I watched Dawn over at the Book Vandal shop. I watched her video about it, because I've watched a few, and her one, she put a brilliant disclaimer at the bottom, so I asked her if I could pinch it, and she said yes. So from here on in, I will have the disclaimer. It's Dawn's words, but they said exactly what I wanted to say, or that I thought I would have to say. So she kindly said I could use her words, and obviously I've just changed it from being the Book Vandal shop to the Cockney Craft shop. And I did mention that if I do child friendly content, I will label them accordingly, because I have my granddaughter on here, don't I? Whereas Dawn doesn't. It'd be a bit far for my granddaughter to go, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's just mad, and I am quite anxious. I don't know whether I should just say to Lily that her little YouTube days for now are over, because I don't want to label myself as one thing and then get into a lot of trouble for it. So yeah, I'm thinking about it. Right, I'm just going to dry this off. Right, I kind of like that. It's curled up a little bit, but that's no drama. And we just give it a little bit of decoration. So let's stop getting in a mess first. That's where I'm gluing for the time being. Let's try and get that off, and then we're all good to go. Right, so I've got rid of that, and I thought, seeing as we're working in miniature, really, I need to try and find little bits and bobs to decorate. This has got so many threads. Oh, from all the rubbish that I put in there when I should have just thrown it in the bin. Little scraggly bits that were no good whatsoever. And yeah, I don't know why I put them in there, but I did. I think because what it was, I brought them back with me when I came back from the Isle of Wight, and I just was drained. I could not be properly bothered to go through everything, like unpack properly. Oh, I'm trying to glue that on there when I've glued the top. What a donut. So yeah, a lot of stuff just got thrown in with all my little offcuts of trim and that, and it's made it into just a big knotted mess, really bad. So I'm trying to sort it out as I go along, throwing bits away that are just in there tangling up everything else, and that is the only thing they're doing. What is the point? So yeah, a lot of them kind of things have gone straight in the bin now, because it's driving me insane. Right, let's get rid of that. We want a bit of glue across the bottom, because this small what's it called, pom-pom trim looks kind of cute. I do like that. But yeah, we always end up with some things that you just think, what is that? What am I doing with that? Why am I keeping it? So yeah, I need to purge. Right. And I'm just pulling it about so that the trim sticks and also the pocket straightens up a little bit instead of being bent. And that, I think, will make a cute little pocket on the page. Look at that. Obviously not this page, but yeah, I do like how that will look. So that's something done to go in my box of bits. Not that one, this one. I've got a few things made. These are my signatures sorted out, and I've got a couple of things to go in. So yeah, I've made a little start. Let's put that there. And so what did I want to do now? Right, so I've just got out a couple of little bits and bobs. If I see it, this seems a bit disjointed, it's because my camera went a bit funny. So I turned it off and I've been playing about trying to sort it out. My sons ain't in, and they're the ones, aren't they, for that kind of thing. I'm not. So yeah, if I seem a bit disjointed when I'm oh sorry, now I'm back, it's because, yeah, it's not been a couple of seconds like I thought it was going to be. I've been away for about half hour or so. Oh look, my blue's been leaking. Just wanted to get a bit of colour. Ooh. Oh, I've got work to do. Look. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm just gonna go with this and sort it out after, because it's just getting less and less likely that a video is going to happen with the way things are going today. Right. So yeah, I'll just try that and we'll see how we go. Right, so I've got a bit of colour on there now, and I'm gonna put it on here, but I'm gonna rip it. And just mind this, grab my kitchen roll. Sorry. Just so that I'm not getting all the dye all over me. And we wanted to rip this, didn't we? Don't want it all. So that bit will come in handy later. And I'll just use whatever's on this sponge. And so yeah, it can't remember what we was talking about earlier. I think it was the copper thing, wasn't it? Yeah, I am really worried because I watched a couple of videos. I watched Dawn's over at the Book Vandal shop. Hello Dawn, my lovely. I watched hers, like I said, and I've borrowed her disclaimer because the way it was worded was brilliant. I wouldn't have known where to start with something like that. Not like sort of legally, and I know it's it don't make no odds at the end of the day whether you're gonna get in trouble or you ain't, really. I don't suppose that a disclaimer will make much difference, but it should sort of help a little bit, I would have thought. So yeah, after that she had some links down below of other videos you could watch from a lawyer, one from YouTube itself, and things like that. So that is what I did next, and I found it really helpful. So yeah, but also a bit concerning as well as helpful. So that's why I'm thinking, like, 'cause straight away after I watched it, I went back and I changed the rating, because I'd already set my channel to adult, and I thought that's all I had to do and everything would be okay. But then when I watched Dawn's video and found out about the 42 grand, oh, and Amy mentioned it yesterday. I was watching her yesterday and she mentioned it, and I thought, oh, I didn't know about that. And then Dawn did a video explaining it all, which was so handy. So that is what I watched. So any of you other channel holders, if you're not sure, Dawn at the Book Vandal shop, it's just her channel's The Book Vandal shop. You probably all know her anyway. Yeah, that video was really, really helpful to me. And so yeah, I changed all the settings, but in the videos that Lily is in. But yeah, I think I'm just going to delete them. It's such a shame. Or just put them to private for now, so that when she's older we have still got them somewhere that she can look back on. Because yeah, I haven't no longer got them. I used to save every single video that I made. I don't want that one. And but my laptop was starting to get full up, so I've recently deleted them all. But if they're on YouTube, I suppose I can save them. Like if I just set them to private, or I don't know if you can download them from YouTube or send it to yourself and then save it or something. I don't know. I really don't. I'll have to ask my sons. They know more about this sort of thing, especially my oldest, Joshua. He's really my tech guy. So, yeah, he does all that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'll have a chat with him when he gets home. He's out at the moment. He's doing my mum's decorating. He's decorating her living room for her dining room. He did the living room bit a couple of months ago, and then he's been busy with stuff like with me and whatnot and different things. So, yeah, he's been man there the last couple of days. But, oh, he is lovely, well, all my kids are. I love my kids and I'm so proud of them and that. But yeah, my Josh, he, that's my thing, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, my Josh, he had really long hair right down his back. And then when the summer came, he's got really thick hair like I have, and it gets really hot. So he decided he was going to cut it all off or get it all cut off. And then, I don't know why I've just got that out. I want to do a bit of embossing on here. And then, what he done was, so he got my daughter to shave it all, but first they put it in a ponytail and cut the ponytail. And he ain't told anyone outside the family that he did this. Like, some people will put it all over their Facebook and things, but even though he uses social media, he never puts anything to draw attention to himself. And he sent it to the Little Princess Children with Cancer charity thing, and they make wigs for little girls. And because he had really long hair, and he don't like sort of straighten it or anything like that, like he used to when he was in secondary school, when he had it like in a proper like gothy funky kind of style. He'd just grown it really long, and so yeah, he cut it all off and sent it off to charity for little girls to have little wigs. And yeah, not once has he drew attention to himself about that at all. And I just think that just sums him up really, the kind of lovely fella that he is. Right, I'm just looking for, kind of like that clock. I think I'll have that on here. And maybe something else. Maybe some floral. Right, we'll just do the clock for now because I am so not sure. Right, and where is midnight? X1. That's not making any sense to me. I think, oh, X and 2 1s. That's midnight, isn't it? Yeah. I was looking at it thinking, I can't remember my Roman numerals. Right. And I don't know what I've done with my stamping platform either. Right, I've got my stamping platform. We're going to be embossing, so I'm just going to pop this underneath my bit of card. And, right, hold it still. I don't want that pin stuck to the magnet. So yeah, sorry, I am all of a diva at the moment. It's just so many things that you have on your mind sometimes, don't you? Like, and yeah, this stupid copper thing is just worrying everybody, isn't it? I've heard people saying they might stop filming, like just close their channel because they just don't know where they stand or what the risk, like, because even if you're labelling your stuff as not for kids, if it's deemed that you was trying to sort of appeal to kids, you can get that great big fine. And that is scary. That is really scary, I think. Right. did have a little brush handy, but do you think I've got it handy now? No. Let's get a dry paintbrush. Could do with being a smaller one. And I'll just dry this off and we'll see how it comes out. Right, so that ain't so bad. I've run it like that. And I think I'm going to put some flowers on here, but I'm not going to stamp them on. I'm just going to stick some on, because I've got some lovely colours that we can use. So I'll just pop this back in its home. Right, let's grab those flowers. They're gorgeous. That's too big though, but that size is fabulous. That is really fabulous. And I might have a smaller one just peeking like there. Oh yeah, that, I love that. Right, that was a quick and easy decision, wasn't it? Oh, now I might have a leaf coming from underneath. No, it might be overkill. No, I'll stick with the flowers. I think they are gorgeous. Right, so we'll get these glued down. And yeah, I'm going to stop worrying about that kappa thing. I'm going to have to save Lily's videos somehow. And then, yeah, until we can sort it out, we'll have to leave. I mean, I can't film with her at the minute anyway, until hopefully that I move. But yeah, I was thinking, oh, once I'm there and we'll get the craft room done exactly how we want it. Well, I will anyway. I'll still craft with the kids, of course I will. But yeah, it was, her confidence was really growing since she'd been doing YouTube. Like really, it did affect her confidence so much, and she's come on leaps and bounds with her artistic talents and that. But yeah, like I said, we can still do all those things, but we just won't be doing it on camera. So I've already grabbed my ruler. Where is it? Because I can't see it. There it is. Because I should have done this first. I'll need a bit of paper on the back, because unless someone's writing in black pen, they're not gonna, or silver or gold pen, which would be really lovely if the recipient had that, but I don't know if they do have that. I don't know their art supplies, do I? Nope, I do not. So we'll use a bit of that. And I've got some gold ink under here. It's a bit gunky, but it's, I reckon it'll be cool around the edges. Oh, have I still got it? Every other colour has come out. Oh, do you know what? I might have thrown it away. Oh no, there it is. Because it did get a little bit crazy with being a bit gunky. The silver one looks like new. I might, if I've got any more of this paper, I might use a bit of the silver. Now this ain't coming out at all. It must have completely dried out. Oh no. Look, if I run it round the edges, that's cool. Yeah. That's alright. And then I'll just have to leave it to dry before I use it, because otherwise I'll just spread it everywhere. But I do like it. I like the effect, even though, yeah, it is terribly gunky. Right, I've got to get in there more for that bit. Oh, I bet you I'll mess it up now. No, that's okay. Right, I'll leave that to dry. And that can go on the back of there when it's done. I really like how that's come out. So that's another little bit done. And what did I want to play about with? Oh, let's have a look. Right, as that's got another little minute to dry, we'll just set an eyelet into this top corner. I'm just going to get rid of the bits of paper that was blocking my vision. And I want it quite near the corner, like that. And I'm just going to set gold eyelet. And I'm going to hang a little charm. So I've got this little bauble. It's gorgeous. Got a little gold jump ring. I need to get it right there. That's it. So that went relatively smoothly for me and my shaky hands. And then it's just like a little something, can it? So I think this is dry now, and I'm just going to pop it on the back. Let's see. And I think I might do another pocket, because I've done a tag and a journaling card, and we've done our small pocket. And yeah, I think I'll just do one more little pocket, and then I'm going to go and have my dinner, I think. So, right, yeah, I like how that looks, and I love the front. So I'll just put them with the other two pieces, and we'll have a look at the end. Right, so that is my guide, isn't it? So I've got loads of scrap paper in little pieces, which comes in handy, but I'm looking for a bit of scrapbook paper. Right, no, I was drawn to that straight away, but I'm thinking it's going to be a background, so you won't see that much of it. So, sorry, this is terrible. Right, I've found a bit of card that just fits in there nicely, and it's 2 3/4 wide, so I'll just cut some teeny tiny little bits, and I'm gonna do a pocket. But yeah, sorry, it's not been anything exciting today. It's probably quite boring to watch, but yeah, I just thought I'd do a craft with me while I'm messing about, just doing a few of the little basics and that. Now, do I want it? I think I do want it rounded at the very bottom. So that means I've got to do this one. So this is our very bottom pocket. I hate that sometimes it don't cut properly. I suppose it could be getting blunt. It has earned itself its keep. I've had it so long. Right, so I was gonna do a teeny tiny pocket down there, and then one going in there, just beneath it. I need to ink everything, don't I? So we'll just get this on all the way round, on this one. And yeah, it'd be a nice long thin pocket for some tags and that to go in, little bits of bobs. And right, I need to get this one stuck on first, but I've got to measure how deep this one's going to be. Right, so if that's sitting there, right flush on the bottom, this can come up to just below about there. Right, I'll keep that finger there. That's easier said than done. No, I won't. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to line it up with the word million, because that'll make me think of my youngest daughter Millie, and I won't lose my place. Right, that's so gunky, it's horrible. Right, let's get that clean. That's better. A bit in the middle. Right, and we was lining it up with the word million. This better work. I think it's a bit too high. That one's got to go there. Yeah, million was a bit too high. I was way out. Right, come on, let's go down. That might be a bit better. Yeah, that'll work out just as well, won't it? My little plan, line it up with my daughter. Yeah, it didn't work at all. So, yeah, I'm starving now. I ain't had nothing to eat all day. And it's only when I looked up, looking for a little bit of card, that I noticed that it's starting to get dark. So, it is getting dark really early in there. But, yeah, I still should have eaten before darkness is upon us. Right. Okay, I'm going to trim that. I keep getting the bits, the strings that I don't want. Right. I'm going to put it there, like that. So I'll just give that end a little fray. And... no, is it not going to come out? Just get that on there gently. And then I want something on there. I'll pull it over a little tiny bit. That's it. And what do we want on here? We'll have... it's too big. I could have a little couple bits like that. Oh, no, that one's way too big. That one, it'll have to be, and I think I'll put a little stamp, or a little replica stamp, what these ones are. They're not real ones, but the size is so handy when you're doing a little mini journal. And yeah, that one. And I think I'll just grab this, get a bit of colour on here, and I'll probably wet it to get some back off again. But, oh, oops, everything's going flying. And where's my water spray? Oh, don't you just... I am so cluttered here today. This is doing my head in. Right, be gone. Oh, I don't think I need to wet it now. I was going to spray it to oxidise the colours, but it don't look like it needs it. It needs to come over here though, I think. Right there. Oh, if I can ever pick it up. this bit about here. I need a little something in the middle, and I think I'm going to put a little flower of some sort, nothing much. Is that too tiny? I could back this with a paper flower. I've just got one of those little acrylic ones, a teeny tiny one, and peeled the plastic, the sticky bit off the back, the little blue dot, because they're not strong at all. But I wonder if that, yeah, I like that. Let's get that glued on. Get the glue under there. Oh, I like that. And I just want to do a couple of bits at the top here. I think I've got a stencil that might be cool up there. Oh no, I think they're in the smaller ones. Let me just grab them. These little ones. I think something like that. Or kind of like those swirls. Right. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Or I have another swirly thing. Oh. Like that. And then I could join it up with that side. Yep, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab some blue, and all I've got to do is try and just keep within the lines of the one I want, which ain't as easy as I'm making out. Right, I might put a bit of washing across it just to be safe. Let's clear some of this out of the way. Because it's driving me loopy. And grab a bit of washing. Where was I? I want that one. And the other one underneath is what I don't want. Oops. Just getting that bit covered. And I'm just sticking it over the little bits. That's too high. The little bits at each end as well, because I don't want to get it everywhere. If I do, I'll have to stick something else over it to hide it, but I didn't want to do that. I just want this swirly bit here. Here it is. Right, and then I want to join up the line which is there. I hope it comes out how I imagined it. that's not too bad. It's gone a bit more ink than I wanted on that side. I pressed down with my sponge when I should have just been dabbing, so I'm going to try and do the same over here, make it thicker. And now I've messed it up. Oh, right, I'm not going to throw it away and that. I'm not going to, I was just about to because I got the right ump with that, but I'm just going to decoupage 1 or 2 flowers over the top, and I think that might be the way forward. Right, now I saw my friend Denise having much more control over what she was using with her decoupage by outlining it with a water pen. Well, I ain't got a water pen, so I've got a paintbrush, but it just meant that then she can easily tear off what she wanted, like that, which is what I wanted to emulate. So yeah, thank you, Denise. I've never thought of doing that, and it's just so simple, isn't it? Right, so we're thinking, what do we want up there? We want that bit. Oh, I've just put it in more wet. What am I like? And I want this gently, that one, and if I can manage it, a butterfly. Everything is going wrong today, but yeah, and I've just torn that where I didn't want it torn, but I can layer, can't I? Because if I add that up the top a bit, up here, coming off, yeah, not posh, where is it? Oh, what have I done with it? It is. So I've got a paintbrush already, you know. Right. Let's try and just, right, I'm going to glue over the whole top section and then just try and get a few bits even there to cover up my stupidity. Oh dear. Get that like that. Try and get that crease out. Yeah, and maybe the last bit. Oh, it might not be the last bit. I don't want that line. Oh, okay. Right, I'm going to dry this off and we'll see. That might be okay. I may have salvaged it. Let's have a little look. Okay, so I just glued the second pocket completely shut. The only way I could get it open was to rip it off. So, seriously, it's been the video from hell today, isn't it? Everything that I could have done wrong, I have done wrong. So, I'm not, you know what I'm like. I don't lie to yous. If it goes wrong, I'll share it with you, because we all make mistakes sometimes, but you got to laugh about it, ain't you? Well, I have, because otherwise I wouldn't know what to do with myself, would I? Because I'd always be getting the ump, and life's too freaking short, isn't it, to get the ump over silly little things like being me. So so that is going to go on there. I'm just going to quickly ink it with the other ink. Oh look, what has it been like? At least I didn't do what I first thought and was like, throw it in the bin. And then I thought, oh come on, you've done this much. And I've done that wrong as well. It goes down that way. Right, I am a lunatic. And I shouldn't be allowed I shouldn't be allowed out or doing anything, because not today, love, no. Right, I can still hide that curly bit there that shouldn't have, like the rounded corner. So if I just push that down a little tad like that, that's going to be alright. Oh dear, what on earth has today been like? But yeah, like I was just going to say, I was just going to throw that in the bin a minute ago, and then I thought, oh, you've done this much, like, then it's a waste of everybody's time, isn't it? You know, mine and yours, because you're crafting along with me, and if I chuck away or edit out all my mistakes ever, one, there'd be really short videos because I'll make loads of mistakes, and two, it just makes you feel inadequate, innit, if someone is always like perfect and that all the time. Like, I know when I was first starting out, I'd just think, oh, like with some people, wow, they are just so amazing. And then even with them, sometimes they'd go, oh look, I've done this upside down, or I've done this wrong, let's change it out, let's start again, or let's salvage it. Wendy Connors Beckett always says there's no mistakes, just possibilities. And she was one of the first ladies that I was watching, really, when I first started watching people doing this on YouTube. And so yeah, now we have got a pocket. It's not this one, but we have got one there, and we've got one there, and we could have one behind. I'm just poking this down to make sure it don't all stick to itself. Right, and I don't know, I think that's a bit boring there. I've got to put some colour. Oh, I know exactly what I can use. And it's right behind here. A bit of sparkly ribbon. I'll just grab this to measure, so that I'm not throwing bits away. Grab my scissors. And I'll give a little bit extra, just to be on the safe side, because of the day I'm having. Now, it could be at the top or slightly down. No, I fancy it at the top. So, straight across here. Making sure I don't glue it down. What a wally. Can't believe it. So, yeah, here I am. That's done. I like that a little bit better. And we've just got a teeny tiny bit to cut off, not loads. Right, and I'm working in a bomb site, and I, by the look of it, it's terrible. Right, let's grab what we've done. So, that ain't supposed to be there. Right, we've done that little pocket, we've done that little tag, we've done this double or treble, if you've got to go behind it, pocket, and we've done this little journaling card. I think out of everything today, this is my favourite. But yeah, I do, what a mess, look. I do apologise for the mess, for the discombobulated ramblings of a lunatic that you've had to endure, and just of, yeah, all the confusion I've had today. It's just that it's one of them days, isn't it? But yeah, I do apologise. Let's hope I'll come back later or tomorrow or something with a better head on my shoulders. Oh dear. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. I'm not normally this bad. I admit I do make a lot of mistakes and that, but I do always correct them on camera. But yeah, I don't normally do as much as this, or what felt like this. Today, yeah, it felt like the longest load of mistakes ever. So anyway, if you haven't subscribed, please do, because yeah, I'm not always this bad, and hopefully I'll be back with something better very soon. I love you lots. Bye bye.